Okay, everybody, welcome back. Now this time, welcome back. Because last time you said welcome back, and it was
I said welcome back on
All
the
right.
first one. That was my mistake.
Yeah,
Should have been welcome to the first.
yeah. Well, anyways, welcome back
Welcome back,
to the Lama podcast.
the Lama Podcast.
Yes, I want to shout out Omar once again. Sorry, Omar, we forgot you when we were doing our first shout outs.
Yes, it
I'll
was
shout
brought to our
out-
attention.
Who else do I want to shout out?
Omar, Joshi.
It doesn't matter. Beep Joshi.
I want to shout out the people of Puras Fallas.
I don't know who that is, but yeah,
They asked me to shout them out.
shout out David Martinez.
David Martinez. That's Big David.
Anyways,
Guys, I want to ask David later. We're gonna ask David later if he can let us say stories about him, because and stories like with him that we've had, because David is a character.
yes,
David
he
is a funny guy.
He is something else. Yes. What's it called? I feel like everybody has a story with David.
Everybody.
Everybody who meets him.
Good or bad, everybody has a story.
Yeah, there's so many David stories. So hopefully, David, if you're listening, you let us say some stories. If not, go hit his Twitter up, or not his Twitter. What's it called?
His Instagram.
His Instagram, and
If I find
convince
it,
him.
then I'll look for him in time. But go
anyways,
follow him.
you guys, we already did an interview, right, with Esteban.
Yes, Esteban Vargas.
Yes, Esteban Vargas, and well, it's recorded. We're just editing it. How do you say it?
Editing it.
Editing it, yes. And
That should be coming out on the next one,
On the
which
next
should be
one.
Friday.
yeah.
Which
Should
should
be
be
Friday.
Friday morning.
Also the interview featuring Fabian and Heu Perez. Anyways, where were we? So we're gonna talk about the podcast. The podcast did pretty good.
Guys,
Surprisingly.
it was very successful.
Well, not successful, but I would like to say
I would say
it
it's
did pretty good.
successful.
It did pretty good.
It did well. It was a good launch, I would say.
Yeah, it was pretty good for being. I didn't think it was gonna be.
We had a lot
Yeah.
of positive feedback. I thought
Yeah.
a lot of people, and with these things, I've seen many other people start podcasts, and I'm glad that it's come to entertain not only our close friends, but also people outside of our circle or bubble. You know what I mean? And that's the whole point of this. We want to speak on things that are interesting for everyone else, the things that are something that everybody would like to hear about. So I'm glad that everybody's listening. We appreciate all the support that everybody's giving to us. And shout out to everybody and all the support that they've been giving out.
Yep.
And we've also had some suggestions, very little suggestions.
Yeah. Shout out to my tia Astrid, my tia Marjorie, giving us suggestions.
To Jenny on Instagram.
Jenny.
To
I may be stupid, but at least I know how to love Jenny. I don't know where Jenny's from. Where's Jenny from?
I think she's from Salinas.
I don't know. Some
Oh
chick
yeah, from
named Jenny.
Salinas, because I've seen her there.
She's pretty cool.
Jenny. To Jonathan Noni Perez,
Oh
who
yeah.
has
shout
given
out
us
to Noni.
some suggestions, and the entirety of the Lama Squad. We appreciate greatly your feedback, your suggestions, and we hope that you guys keep giving us more. It's helpful, honestly. We appreciate it very much, and keep on sending us from the DM or even on our email, the lamapodcast@gmail.com.
Amen. Praise the Lord.
And Lama is with one L. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. So now going on to the days that we're posting, I think we're gonna end up doing it on Tuesday and Fridays. And Joanne, do you kind of want to explain these days? Well, I think everybody suggested, like from me at least, everybody was telling me Friday. Everybody wants it on Friday.
Look, let me tell you guys right now. No one likes Monday. Okay.
Nobody.
Name one person likes Monday.
The devil,
The devil. You know why?
because he's a devil.
Exactly. That's the only reason. Okay. No one likes Mondays. Okay. We don't like Monday, so we ain't gonna post on Monday because we don't like that day. So Tuesday. Whoever gets excited for Tuesday? Nobody.
You never hear Taco Tuesday, but come on, that's at the end of the day.
That's the end of the day. When you wake up in the morning, you're gonna be looking for something. What is it? The Llama Podcast. That's
Now
what.
imagine this. It is Taco Tuesday. The Llama Podcast has come out.
So your
You
day's
go
gonna
to your
start-
nearest Taco Bell.
Exactly.
Other people, no shout outs for free, but you go to your nearest taco joint. You buy your tacos. And as you're eating your tacos, you listen to the beautiful Llama Podcast.
Amen.
Now imagine that. Instead of hearing it on a Monday, what the heck are you gonna... Dude, you're gonna listen to Joe Rogan on Monday. You're gonna be listening to
Not me.
Gary Vee. You're gonna be listening to
Not
something
me.
else. You're gonna be listening to the reggaeton. You're gonna be listening to
Reggaeton.
your cumbia, to your Daddy Yankee.
Someone's flushing the toilet.
Oh my god. Sorry. These walls are like paper. And we hear everything. And they hear us. We hear them.
Probably making fun of us right now, whoever it is.
They're laughing at us, whoever they are. We do not appreciate it. Okay? But we're doing a podcast. Okay? But yeah, it's going to end up being Tuesdays and Fridays. The time exactly, it'll be pretty early in the morning. The latest will be 8 a.m. Eastern. And that ends up being 5 a.m. for 5 a.m. Pacific.
Sure.
You know? So that way y'all can listen to it.
The door's creeping.
Door's opening.
It's Caleb
Tico.
number two.
Ticos never likes to talk to me. Only when we're doing this. The few times we've done it, he comes in.
What's up, Ticos? What's going on? Tired or what? Oh, I got someone. Okay, Omar. Shout out to Omar. Omar told me this. He said every time Ticos in the podcast, make sure he's eating.
Yeah, Ticos, it has to be your.
He's gonna go get some peanuts and come out in here.
I actually want some. Can you get me some? I've come to like peanuts. I used to only like peanuts in butter form. Because I was always a picky person.
Sure.
And I only liked them in butter form. And when I saw hard peanuts, it confused my brain because I was like, wait. I know peanut butter. That's a thing, right?
Sure, yeah.
You know, peanuts and butter.
Sure.
But what is this hard peanut that you speak of?
Yeah.
You know? And
wait, did you see like the peanut with the nut, with the shell in it? I mean, or
yeah,
just,
with the shell. It confused me, and I'm like, dude, like, how does that become peanut butter? You know what I mean? I was like, dude, how does this until I made peanut butter in 5th grade. Oh my god, that was crazy! It was the best peanut butter I ever had.
You made peanut butter in 5th grade?
Yeah, we made peanut butter. I don't remember how, but like.
Oh, here comes Stiggles with the bag with the freaking what do you call that? A bucket.
A bucket of peanuts.
Let's see, it says
how many ounces is that?
Super extra large peanuts, roasted and salted, Virginia variety, extra crunchy.
40 ounces.
This is 2.5 pounds of peanut butter. Nuts.
No. Peanut in hard form.
Oh yeah, peanut. Yeah, peanut, not peanut butter.
Yeah, they're peanuts in hard form. But yeah, that was trippy to me before. Nice to have you, Ticos, eating. But again, just to finish on this topic, we are again on Spotify, on Anchor. Hopefully soon we're gonna be on iTunes and Apple Podcasts and everything. It just takes they're still being set up and everything, and should be up there within a few weeks. And we hope to have a YouTube videos going up soon as well. Just have to set everything up and get things ready for that. For those of you that may want to listen on YouTube, and if there's any other places that you guys want to hear it, maybe Google Podcast or some other place that we're not aware of that has podcasts, and you want to hear it on there, it shouldn't take too much time. It should be pretty easy. Just let us know, and we'll try to do our best to get it on there. What is that, Ticos?
I also do like ASMR.
Do you guys like ASMR? Ticos, do not come close to the microphone with eating peanuts.
All right, get out of here.
Okay, stop. That's disgusting. Sorry. This has been our ASMR segment. But also, lastly, thank you all. We had over 150 streams on our podcast for the first episode that we had. Greatly appreciative to all. And yeah, we appreciate all the support and love. Yes, Ticos, he has his hand raised.
You have a 10-second podcast, like what's his name?
Who has a 10-second podcast? Are you promoting other people? Another podcast? Get the hell out of here.
That one blogger that does 420 videos all the time?
421. Anyways, get out of here.
Should we give Ticos a 10-second? If you want Ticos to have a 10-second podcast on here.
No, this is enough. Ticos, get out of here.
Yeah, Ticos, you've
been more than 10 seconds.
You've made enough in appearance.
Get out of here.
If the people demand it, maybe.
I'm going to cut this out. There's no way we're going to shout out other podcasts. People already know who we're talking about. That's not good.
Okay.
Get out of here.
So, Jovan, do you want to go into one of the first topics that was asked of us?
Yes. So, like I said, very few people gave us suggestions, okay? What to talk about. Oh, sorry about that. Anyway.
We had one that we've already, like we said, we're going to have, there's one that we kind of went over.
What?
With the Esteban on our next podcast. Remember? What my dear Marjorie said?
Oh, yeah. So, my dear Marjorie, your suggestion is going to be in that one.
In the third podcast.
Yeah.
So...
That was kind of weird, but I don't know. We'll see.
It was kind of...
It'd be a lot better if Mudir wasn't a part of it.
Yeah, I think it was... She said it kind of like a joke,
Yeah.
But we still talked about it for a couple minutes.
We talked about it with the Esteban, it was kind of weird. I was like, what the beep?
Yeah, it was kind of awkward, but
anyways,
it was still funny.
Yeah. Anyways,
This one was sent in. You want to say?
Yeah, this was from my tia Astrid, okay? Because not a lot of people send us stuff. Jenny sent us some stuff I don't remember because it wasn't interesting. So Jenny, give me some better suggestions.
Yeah, something
Noni
more
did-
interesting,
had it-
please.
Noni had a good one,
And,
but I don't know how. I don't know how it would work.
Yeah, we're not gonna say it right now,
Yeah.
but Noni, it has been acknowledged.
Yeah,
It has been very much, and we're trying to figure out how to do it. We've been talking about it,
yeah,
and we're trying to figure out how to do it in a good way.
because it
you
would
know?
be pretty funny.
It would be pretty funny.
No, okay. So this one, okay. She gave me 2 of them.
Do you want to read her DM, or I'll read her DM?
I'll read it.
You'll read the DM.
How do you have it? She sent
She sent it to me too.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me read mine because it's a lot better. I assume.
Okay. He's searching. He has found.
Okay. He says, as I'm listening to your podcast again, I came up with a topic that you guys could talk about: bad words. Who took the exclusive decision to make them executive decision? Bless me.
Ew.
To make them bad words. Why is the F word bad if it actually has a definition?
Definición.
Exactly. Why is the B word bad? Also, a bad word in Colombia may be a bad word in Mexico or the US. May not be a bad word in Mexico or the US. Like, is not for us. If in Colombia you call someone gonorrhea, right? It's a really bad word. But here the word is used in a medical illness way. Anyway, something interesting I thought you guys could talk about.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like the word we just said, the pen of hoe. That word.
The pen of hoe.
The pen of hoe. We shall say it like that as to not
Exactly.
offend anybody.
Yeah.
But that word for like the word for Colombians, it's not a bad word. It's like saying like, oh, you're dumb. It's
Exactly.
kind of like a very casual word.
It's a casual word. It's like when you call someone stupid.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Like I've known situations. People have told me of situations where they're in a very professional setting.
Yeah.
And it's somebody Colombian, and they say the pen of hoe.
The pen of hoe. They say, oh, ahí va un niño, un pen of hoe.
Pen of hoe.
Pen of hoe. We can say
Yes.
it. That way we don't have to bleep it, and you guys kind of get the idea of what we're saying. We're not going to say bad
The
words.
pen belongs to hoe.
We're not going to say bad words in English. Also, I want to also say that we will be bleeping words if we do say them. If it's in English or in Spanish.
Yeah, it's not our intention, and we hope that nobody gets like
Offended.
We're not gonna be here cursing or something like that. We're just kind of speaking on the topic of it.
Exactly.
Right? So, Giovanni, you had some things you wanted to mention about it.
Well,
So, like she said, like why are bad words bad?
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
And then why do you think it's like how did these things come to be like bad words?
Well, yeah. I mean, like I said, okay, so there's different meanings for words, right?
Yeah, exactly.
For us, the F word is a bad word, right?
Well, yeah, and it has its meaning as well. It has its meaning, but it also has its explicit meaning.
Yeah.
But it's implicit meaning as well.
So, for instance, the word pen of hoe in Spanish,
yes.
right? For Mexicans, that's a big bad word.
That's a that's
you
a
know
bad
what I'm
word.
saying? That's a big bad word.
It's it's not something that ourselves, it's something that we hear a lot.
Yeah, we hear the word. Yeah,
because it's something that's
my mom just called me that 5 minutes ago,
and it's something that is kind of like for Colombians, it's a normal thing to say.
It's very normal, and if my friends know it too,
and another one. This one is one that I say as well because it's something so normal and so heard in Colombian language. Is coger. Right? And sorry, Mexicans, I'm so sorry.
Just
I know
it
sounds...
We're going to say words.
But this one is something that, like, I want to explain.
Exactly.
It's like, that word, I'm not going to say it too much just for, like, if you're listening to this
say
out
it
loud.
one more time.
I'll say it in context.
Okay.
I'll say it in context. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to say it maybe one more time just for context. Right? But this word, it means grab or to, like, people use the word when they're
sentence.
Like, okay, so if somebody wants to play baseball or play catch, they don't say, vamos a tirar la pelota. They said instead they'll say, vamos a coger la pelota. Let's go play catch.
And for those who don't know what coger means,
it means
for Mexicans, what it means?
It's like the F word.
It's like the F word, like
like to have relations with someone.
Yeah, exactly.
In
that way, because the F word also is used in many different ways. Right?
It's also used in many different ways,
and that's one of the ways it's used. And in Spanish, and for Colombians, coger is not.
Yeah, that's a word that I've always heard very normally.
It's like
let's not say too much, but like obviously, because a lot of people are Mexican, but like it's something that for us, like it's something that we've grown up in hearing, and then never in that context really. You know,
Yeah.
it's always been like a normal way of hearing it.
Yeah.
You know, and like the one that my tia said, like Astrid said, you know, and if in Colombia, if you call somebody gonorrhea, that's like super offensive.
Yeah.
You know, that's like the Mexican pen of hoe.
It's the same way. So
It's like yeah, you know, so it's and but here it's like, you know, it's like, oh, that person has gonorrhea, you know,
yeah, it's normal.
that, you know, illness or whatever
Someone
it is.
walking by hears you
The
saying
medical
that,
illness.
someone walking by hears that word being said by someone, they're gonna get offended if they're Colombian.
Oh, if they're Colombian, they'll be
Yeah,
super offended.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like another one too that we were mentioning was polla.
Oh yeah. Okay. So that's another thing.
So like it's like
Let me explain this, right? So here where we're from, okay, everybody knows Pollo. Shout out to Pollo from Santa
Abraham
Maria.
Paris.
Yep. So Pollo has a wife. What's her name? Betsy.
Her name is Betsy.
All right. And we call her La Polla.
Because
That's just es Pollo and La Polla.
and like for a long time we didn't know her real name.
Yeah,
we just
for a
called her
while.
La Polla because she was
Everybody
like
called her that.
you
We
know,
still call
Pollo's
her
wife.
that. That's her nickname. We still call her that.
But in Spain,
In Spain.
in Spain, it's considered to be like the female,
The flower.
the flower. I like that better. It sounds so beautiful.
The flower. The woman's flower.
Yeah, it's considered to be that. It's considered to be that, you know. So
La
and
Polla.
somebody was saying to my mom that it was like, oh, that's what it means in Spain. You know,
like-
and we're like, she's Mexican, my mom is Colombian. Like
No one's getting offended.
You know, they're on the other side of the pond.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
we don't care, but you know what I mean? Like it's
You know,
kind of
they're
like,
they told her, and she was like, well,
yeah.
I'm not Spanish. So.
yeah, so it's like it doesn't really matter. So no one got offended, but if you say to someone knowing what it meant and you doing it in a bad way to call them, "Oh, I'm going to call her this." Cuz it's kind of mean to be mean, and you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's kind of like
Yeah.
There's ways you could do it that messes it up. That could be really
Yeah.
mean.
And that's why also it's like, you know, like having like, you know, understanding the cultural differences, you know, like if I go to Mexico, obviously I'm not going to, or if I'm speaking with Mexican people, you know, I'm obviously going to have more careful to be, you know, not to use words that I know that could be offensive to them.
Having self-control with it.
Having self-control, you know, and
Yeah.
having understanding of what the words mean, you know, in different cultures and
Yeah.
things, you know, because and it was kind of similar, you know, like I've always been taught, you know, and shown that it's like good to assimilate with other people, right? Like if you go somewhere else,
What do you mean?
somebody comes to America,
Sure.
right? Like they should be like happy to be in America, trying to have American values,
Damn right.
right?
Hell
And if you go
yeah.
to Mexico, you should also respect the Mexican values, the Mexican principles, and, you know, participate in it if
Sure.
you're there physically, right?
Sure.
Like, and like, so I'm trying, wait up, I'm losing my train of thought. So
boy.
like if there's a word that's bad for Mexicans,
And we know it.
and we know
we
should be considerate of it, you
Exactly.
know, and have control not to use it. Even though in my country it might mean something else, you know, or in my culture it might mean something else. But it's having control of those things, of that, you know, way we communicate.
Exactly, and also knowing where you're at, the
And
people
who you're
around,
communicating
who you're
to.
communicating with. For instance, if I'm with my friends, I'm not gonna say bad words in front of my friends either. Okay, because that's just not how we are. We don't really cuss in front of. If I'm with my parents or if I'm, you know what I'm saying, with some family, I'm gonna cuss. I cuss more with my family than I do with
Or like we use the words that we've been growing up with that are like, you know, like
the word
pen of,
like pen of hoe or stuff like that.
or the, you know, the catching, you know.
Yeah, so
Like
basically
we use those words because there's something that's normal to us.
yeah,
you know?
so but also you gotta know where you're at and all that. Obviously, if I'm like in school and I'm at church or something, I'm not gonna start saying bad words or like or I'm not gonna be
And you know
what I'm
what's like,
saying?
it's interesting too. Like another thing that we were mentioning, you know, when we were preparing for this was kind of how there's words that people use to replace
exactly.
the bad words, right?
That's what we do with our friends. With our friends,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
replace
because-
bad words with other words.
Yeah, like you know, instead of saying everybody's saying you know, the man above, damn it, right? God damn it. Instead of
Yeah.
saying something like that, so people say, gosh darn it, right?
Sure, I don't say that. I say God damn it.
You know, but I'm saying like that's like a thing, right?
Sure, yeah.
And instead of saying like, you know, something like what's it called? F word this or something.
Or
You know,
freaking. Oh,
like
freaking pissed off.
frickin'.
I'm freaking pissed off. You can say
Yeah,
that.
or like what the freak.
Or beep it. We say that. That's the number one thing we say a lot in
It
our
was
friend
like
group.
a joke, right? At
We're
first,
like,
but
beep
then
it. Now beep that. It's like beep that or beep it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's kind of like, because those words are, you know, in the culture, it's something vulgar.
Yeah.
It's something that's kind of used to offend somebody.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So I think the way those words came out is kind of so it could be, those words are like a way to express yourself.
Sure.
And not offend somebody.
Yeah.
You know?
Like I could if I call you the B word, you're gonna get offended.
I'm offended.
But if I call you a bitch,
yeah, okay, that was
You're like, hey, chill, bitch.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
you know
okay,
yeah. So that's
kind
of what it
or
means.
like if I was thinking more along the lines
this
of
guy's
somebody.
he's so scared.
It's because
right
I want us to be clean.
We're being clean. Look,
I know, we're still being clean. But
hold on,
another
can
thing,
I say something?
Yes, you can say something.
Every time I'm speaking, you just come right in. You don't let me finish my sentence.
I'm
Nothing.
sorry.
Look, I'm still talking. I'm still saying, and you keep talking. Everyone's gonna be like, God damn, one of you guys speak at a time. Chill out. You've been talking the whole time like a little. I was gonna say something, but
Loser.
You see, if the podcast was not, I would have called him
something.
if you guys want to know what it was, I was gonna call him. DM me. I'll tell you right away what I was gonna call this kid right here.
Oh my
Anyways,
God.
I was gonna call you a little something.
Okay,
And
but I think it's like something that it's like, you know, they use like, instead of saying like, oh, you know, it'd be like, oh shoot, you know, it's like I think it's kind of, we've developed it on our own as like a way to not offend people, you know.
Sure. And everything has a meaning to it. Even some bad words that are considered bad words have meanings to it. If it's a bad word, like my tia Astor said, if it's a bad word, then why is it, you know, like why is there a definition for it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For instance, the word ass could mean another thing.
Like an animal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
The word I say that word a lot. That's like my...
Okay.
Right? I say that a lot.
Okay, yeah. I think I'm gonna bleep that one just because.
I say the S word a lot.
We said not anything in English.
I say the S word a lot, but it's not, to me, that's not a bad word.
And I think, obviously all these things have a different definition, and it's on us to know how to control ourselves, right?
Exactly. So basically, what I also want to say, bad words that should be bad words. For instance, the word ugly. Why is ugly not a bad word?
That's true.
It offends somebody. You call someone ugly, you call anyone ugly. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, you should call someone ugly?
No. I mean, like, I get you.
All right, because you're ugly.
Okay, I thought we just said we shouldn't call people that.
Exactly. Well, you're ugly.
You don't have to keep saying
Okay, I'm just saying. Anyways, so the word ugly, for instance, it should be considered a bad word. Also, a bad word should be considered something like, I hunged it up. I hunged the phone up. You know? or 1,000. 1,000. That's not how you say it. That's a bad word.
You know what?
It's 1,000.
Yeah, remember we were talking about David Martinez? His sister one time goes up to us. Hey guys, I heard it.
Yeah. That's a bad word. You're not saying it right.
I think that's more of an incorrect grammar and speech. But, yeah.
Sure. Sure, but that's a bad word. It's not
also,
a real word.
Yeah, it's a bad word.
Right?
Well, bad words aren't necessarily, you know, it's just kind of like not a good word. You know, an offensive word. You know?
Sure, so the word ugly should be one then.
Yeah. You know what? And I think we can all take a beautiful message from this, right?
Sure.
Let's not say things, not even ugly.
Yeah.
Not even, you're a loser.
But also, if you say, look, like the way you say the word, you know what I mean? For instance, ugly. If you say the word ugly, like, oh, you're so ugly. That's a bad way to say it, right?
Yeah.
That's a really bad way thing to say.
And then anything could be offensive if you like saying it to somebody.
I don't want to wear this shirt. It's ugly.
And somebody bought it for you for your birthday.
No, but saying it. Oh, you tell someone like you're out with your friends. I don't want to buy that shirt. It's ugly, right? That's not you being mean.
It's just saying.
It's just you talking like normal.
Yeah.
Right. But you saying.
But that same word could also cause somebody to cry.
The same sentence could be. Oh, that shirt's ugly. You tell someone, oh, that shirt's ugly. Like, oh, that shirt's ugly.
Oh my God, are you a valley girl?
The way you say it, you know what I mean? Like it's just like, dude, chill. Everything is just.
If I say it like a valley girl, it's offensive. Sorry, bad joke.
Yeah, very bad joke. I don't think. I'm trying. I'm trying to laugh to you.
I'm sorry. It's because you were saying you did the valley girl voice.
Yeah,
like,
no.
you're ugly.
No. You know who talks like that?
Who?
What's her name? Elizabeth Morales.
She
She's
does.
so she's so cool. She's cool. I like her. She's cool.
Yeah.
But man, sometimes she just pisses me off.
Wow.
And I tell her, I'm like, dude, why are you always smiling? She'll be mad if she's just smiling. Like, dude, chill. Show some expression.
She's so like sad.
She's so like jolly. She's so jolly. Like,
Yeah, she's cool.
she's
though.
always smiling, always having a good time. She has a good vibe all the time. But to me, that just pisses me off.
What, her voice?
Her voice too. Her voice is so annoying. Nah, it's not annoying. It's just funny to me. Like, she talks like that.
Yeah. There's people that unironically talk like that.
Yeah, no, but she's a cool chick. Shout out to Elizabeth.
Well, yeah, I think that was good. And, like I said, take away from this, let's all be nice to each other. Let's
Sure.
not say these bad words. Let's
Sure.
be kind and loving. Why don't you say, you look good today?
Yeah, I mean,
Tell somebody that, do an act of kindness, guys, tomorrow.
Sure.
Do an act of kindness today when you're hearing this. Tell somebody they look good. Give somebody a compliment. And, don't say a bad word to them. Just say something
Okay, what'd
nice.
you do nice today?
What did I do nice today?
Sure, yeah.
So, I'm trying to think. Oh, I helped you fold your clothes.
What clothes?
The clothes you had on the floor.
You mean you were supposed to clean the room yesterday?
But, John, we don't have to talk
You
about
told Mutter, don't come into the room
for 48 hours.
for 48 hours.
Okay, but
You
it's
go
hard-
in that room right now. It's past 48 hours.
Okay.
You go to that room right now, and what? Is it clean?
No,
it's
no,
dirty
no,
as
no,
hell.
No, it's not past 48 hours. It's 24. Okay. That's something I also have to work on myself. You know what I mean?
Be productive, guys. Be productive.
Yeah, be productive,
Like
guys.
today, what did we do today? Well, you helped out a little bit with that. We went to Home Depot. We bought some T-posts for the pigs. We're making another pen for them.
Yeah, because
we
we
got a
keep
pregnant-
breaking the other one.
Yeah, we got a pregnant pig, and she's gonna have babies in a couple weeks. So hopefully, we'll get a little baby pigs out there.
If I get it on video, it's going on
Our
farm page.
Yeah, we have a farm page on Instagram,
If you guys want to follow Buddy Garcia's farm
Buddy Garcia's farm. We'll put it on.
in the
Jared will
description
do-
over here.
Jared
and
will do
everything.
it somewhere. I don't know where. You guys
Yep.
figure it out. You guys find it. But we're gonna be posting our animal stuff in there, right?
Yep.
Stuff we got our little farm. We got it back there.
Yeah, things like that. Keeping it away from our
Sure.
personal ones.
Yeah. But
You want to go into the next topic?
Yes, another topic that Astrid gave me.
Okay, yeah. And I think it'd be
That-
kind of interesting for
Pretty
everybody.
interesting. People that know us are gonna want to know this. A lot of people.
But like everybody, because everybody lives in different, it's like, if you go state to state, it's so different. You go like from one side of the country to the other, there's totally big differences in everything,
Sure.
in everyday life and culture, everything.
Sure. Yeah. I'm just thinking around because you keep cutting me off. But it's all
I'm
good.
sorry.
No. Keep cutting me off. Keep cutting me off. It's cool. I just forget what I'm gonna say, but
Okay.
while I'm saying it, because you cut me off.
I remember.
Huh? No, I don't remember.
Okay.
What were we talking about?
You said Astrid.
Okay, yeah. Anyways, Astrid gave us a good topic again about the difference. The difference between our cities. For instance, we're from Santa Maria, California. A lot of
Okay.
people, right? It's different from where we're at right now. We're in Lula, Georgia. We live in Lula, Georgia. We moved here about almost 2 years, right?
No, like a year and something.
A year and something,
Like a year and a half for you guys means like 9 months, 8 months.
something like that.
I've been here
But-
since February. It's currently October.
I've been here since when?
June of, what's the year before?
2018?
18, I think.
June of 2018? I don't know.
Yep, 18.
It doesn't matter. Anyways, I've been here for a while, and it's totally different. When I first got here, to Georgia, okay. First of all, let me just explain this. The drive over here, it's crazy. You just see the difference driving over here.
Yeah.
Once you pass, even like the scenery. For instance, once you pass California, we went through Bakersfield. Shout out to the people from Bakersfield. We passed through Arizona, New Mexico. Arizona, New Mexico are kind of the same. They kind of look the same. Like there's a lot of like rocky stuff, really deserty. Like,
Yeah, dry.
and then coming into to Texas, I've been through the south of Texas. The first time I came, and then when I came back the second time, with Jared to come bring Jared,
You came through the little hat.
we came through the top of Texas. It was kind of the same, I guess. Through the top of Texas was a lot more fields, a lot greener, and it's just like nice weather because we came kind of like in February, so it's
Yeah,
not, so
it was good weather.
yeah, good weather. And And through the bottom part of it, it was a lot of city, and like a big city. We went through like Dallas, and Dallas kind of sketch. And then once we went through Mississippi. Mississippi's
I almost said Minnesota.
no, Minnesota. No, not Minnesota. I went through Mississippi. And when we went through Mississippi, okay, now you start seeing a big difference in change.
Yeah.
Okay, also, once you come through the South, okay, there's, in California, where the part where we're from people in Santa Maria would agree with me that there's not a lot of black people in Santa Maria.
Yeah.
I was probably friends with maybe 4 black people in Santa Maria.
Yeah, and it's something that's just like, I think in that specific city,
Yeah,
because California itself, is very diverse. But in that city that we're in, it was basically all Mexicans.
it was all Mexicans,
Hispanic
white,
people.
white people around.
White people, like in there was white people, obviously, like
There's parts of Santa Maria that's
there was the
Mexican.
neighborhoods.
Yeah, then it was more like neighborhood thing, but Santa Maria was more really diverse. I guess there was a lot of everything. There's a lot more black people were starting to come.
Yeah, that's what I noticed too. A lot more.
The last few years in Santa Maria, a lot
African American people, black people.
of black people that were in Santa Maria. But once we hit Mississippi, I'm telling you, there was a lot of them. There was a lot of black people.
They looked at us like aliens, like,
And
it's because we're like they're so used to having so many people there,
Yeah.
like that.
So that was also very different. Also, the way that people started talking.
Oh yeah, you want to say the sugar?
Yeah. So this is another. So for instance, also let me say this. Okay, in the South, the people are so nice. It's
Southern hospitality is true.
It's real. This is a real thing.
Yeah, that's not in the movies.
Like people, like you know what I'm saying. Like for instance, I walk outside my house, and if my neighbor drives by and he sees me outside in my lawn, he's gonna wave to me.
And sometimes he comes over and talks for 5 minutes.
Yeah, he comes over and talks to us like nothing. When
He
our
asks
neighbor
us for ice for his beer or something,
Yeah.
like he's.
So and like for instance, we in Santa Maria, if I see my neighbor coming into this house and he sees me, we just ignore each other. We don't look each other in the eye.
He will, even if I try to wave at him, he's gonna make me feel awkward for trying to wave at him.
Yeah, it's gonna be like, why is this guy? So here, everybody's waving. It doesn't matter if I've never seen you in my life and I drive by, and we make eye contact in the street, and you're in your front lawn, I drive by your front lawn, and I've never met you, never talked to you in your life. If I don't wave to you, it's disrespectful in some way.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
Here in the South.
Yeah. That's
So
that's
one
like you have
thing-
something against them, or like it's like.
Which is totally different from Santa Maria. Also, okay, so
And from I think like the West Coast more in general, like or the big populated cities, that's more normal.
yeah, and so we're driving over here from Mississippi, and we stopped to eat somewhere, probably like a IHOP or something, right? I don't know. We stopped to eat somewhere in Mississippi, and well, basically,
Oh, it was because we were. It was like 5 in the morning, and
Sure.
we were getting out of the hotel. And remember, we wanted coffee from McDonald's,
yeah,
right? So my dad wanted. They didn't give him any sugar, right? Or you keep going.
they didn't give him any sugar. So Ticos goes in, and goes and asks, because he tells Ticos, babe, pide sugar.
Azúcar, yeah. Go ask for sugar.
So Ticos goes over there, and he goes, excuse me, can I get some sugar? And the lady's tripping out. She's like, I'm sorry, honey, what'd you say? It's like,
So,
Can I get some sugar? Oh, you gotta, I don't know what you're saying, honey. And he goes, and Ticos, I don't know what got in his head, and he says, can I get some sugar? He says, sugar.
No, first he was like, "Can I get sugar?"
I guess sugar.
And
she's
she
like,
was even more
she was
confused.
more confused. So he's like, can I get some sugar? Yeah. Oh, you want some sugar? Oh, heck yeah, baby, I got you. Here's some sugar. And he gets some sugar. So it's like, what the heck? It's totally different. Also, and my mom, for instance, my mom's getting that. She's getting trying, or I don't know if she's trying, but it's sticking with her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is sticking with her.
She's
Definitely.
starting to talk a little Southern.
Yeah, like she'll be like, "Oh, honey,
Oh, honey. Oh, honey.
let
She
me
says,
tell
"Huh?"
you something."
She doesn't say oil. She
And
says
she-
oh.
And she doesn't say something. She's like, "Let me tell you something."
Let me tell you something. She said, let me tell you something. And for instance, the word, I worked at a tire shop, Discount Tire. Shout out to Discount Tire.
And we all know in American English,
We say tire,
tire.
right? I
The-
got a flat tire. Over here in the South, it's a tire. I got a flat tire.
tire.
I got a flat tire I need fixing right now. You know what I'm saying? That's how they speak over here. Which is totally... Sometimes you just don't understand what they're saying. You're like, what are you saying? Tire? You want tire? You know what to say, but if you would have just heard the word tire, you would have been like, what? Tire? So it just doesn't make sense.
And like, do you remember when our neighbor, when we first moved here to the house, the neighbor, we invited him inside because he was like working all day.
We didn't invite him. He came. He came knocking.
He came knocking, and then it was like they kind of invite themselves, you know.
Sure.
But it was whatever. We let him in, and we offered him water and stuff. But he was like, he's talking to us. He's like, y'all got a pretty nice house here. And then everyone's staring at him like.
We're like, what did you just say? In our heads, we're like, what did this guy just say?
And then I'm closest to him, so I'm thinking, oh my god, this is awkward.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, how can I save this?
Yeah.
So then I say it's silence for like 5 seconds, and I'm like, haha, yeah.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, these people, it's hard. You have to get used to them, you know, very much.
He's a really cool dude, my neighbor. It's really cool. Really southern, really, you know what I mean? Like, he's a really cool, really cool dude. Crazy dude.
Yeah.
Young, crazy dude.
You described him with cool 5 times, but yeah, you can see how cool he is.
He's pretty cool. Everybody who's met my neighbor, he's pretty cool.
If I can say one thing about him,
he's cool. Anyway, so my neighbor's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. Anyways, also I want to talk about how the cities here in Georgia, we kind of compare them to like cities in Santa Maria, for instance. And I feel like anywhere you go, all the cities are somewhat the same.
Like the cities that are like, you know, in your like radius or whatever, you know what's like near you, what's far.
Right. So for instance, the city like those that know what's the city? Orchid in Santa Maria. It's like right next to Santa Maria, right? Orchid.
Yeah.
For instance, we have a place here called Oakwood, and everybody from Santa Maria, because there's a lot of people from Santa Maria here, and in this part of Georgia, so, and they're like, oh, we're in Oakwood, and we're like, where's Oakwood at? When we first got, it's like the Orchid. Oakwood's like Orchid. It's
Orchid of Gainesville.
Yeah, Orchid of Gainesville, and Gainesville's kind of like Santa Maria, right? Gainesville's kind of like Santa Maria. Gainesville is very Mexican, and like there's so many Mexicans.
Actually, we were watching a documentary. Remember about like illegal immigration and stuff.
Yeah.
And Gainesville, Georgia, actually has the highest percentage, I think. Yeah. Percentage, right? Percentage of illegal immigrants in the whole United States.
Yeah, so there's
the city.
Basically, everybody that lives in
here is Hispanic.
There's so many Colombians, so many
Salvadorians,
Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Cubans,
Spanish people. I've met all kinds of people.
Yeah, in Gainesville. That's Gainesville, right?
Yeah.
So Gainesville kind of like Santa Maria. Lula, what would you say? Lula's kind of like...
Lula is like... I think the population is like 1,000 here.
Lula's probably the same size as Guadalupe. You guys know Guadalupe?
It's like Guadalupe, yeah. It's like 1,000 people here. It's literally like... You go down the street here, and you're halfway through the whole entire town.
Yeah.
You know, they have one school, elementary school here. The kids have to go to the school that's in the other city because there's no money for the school here.
Yeah.
You know, and they have a small little pharmacy, a tiny post office. It's like, you know, everything's right here. It's very small.
Also in Lula, there's so everybody, you know, Santa Maria's got their Mexicans, right? Slow's got the whites, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Guadalupe's got Mexicans too, kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We all have that. We all have some cities that take over, races take over cities.
Yeah.
Right?
I think it's because, like, you know, like of price of living, you know, that takes account into it. Yeah. Also, you know, the type of jobs that are available, you know? So, like, if somebody, like, people that live in Lompoc, typically, you know, they're more white people, you know, because they go to the, you know, and then not that anybody, you know, but more of them go work at the Air Force, you know? Yeah. A lot of them work at the Air Force, and you know, some of them people are like you know, scientists, or like they do something, you know, something like that.
Yeah.
And it takes like a higher, you know, wage of living over there.
Lula's more white.
Yeah.
But it's the crazy type of white too.
Like it's like the ghetto, you know?
It's
not really the ghetto, but like
the redneck of white.
Yeah. You know, and you know, and we say that, you know, hopefully not offending anybody.
Nah,
you know,
they like being called rednecks.
Yeah, when our neighbor introduced himself, he said, "Hello, my name is Zach." I'm like, "Oh, nice to meet you." He's like, "Yeah, I'm the biggest piece of white trash you've ever seen in your life."
Yeah,
that's how he described himself.
Yeah. Also, the people here are very they get really comfortable with you, right? So they don't get offended, but when they joke around with you, they're really offensive. For some people, they can be offensive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's just the way they are.
Like
and
you
it's
like
just getting comfortable with each other, basically.
yeah, and he's like, remember like one time we were making carne asada.
Oh yeah.
We're making carne asada, and then we're with Gabriel, and Gabriel looks hella Mexican, right?
Yeah.
And then we're with Pollo también, you know, and they're all like, he came over, we're making, he's like, what y'all doing, a barbecue? And we're like, yeah, you got some ribs on there or what? And we're like, nah, we got carne asada, you know, and since we're like, us two, you know, we're little, we're little, you know, beans, we're little, you know, coffee
I ain't no
bean.
I ain't no bean.
We got a little bit of bean in us. So,
I'm an American.
but we got
born and raised American.
But like we said carne asada, and we're like, how the frick you say that in English? You know, how the heck?
Bro, it's some meat.
It's meat, and he's like carne who what now? And
Carne
like,
who the water?
And we're like carne asada, dude, and he's like, it's bomb, right? It's hella good. And then he's like, are y'all cooking a dog or what?
Yeah, he didn't know what was going on.
He was hella confused.
Anyway, so Lula's like the white trash type of stuff.
Yeah,
but not really. It's starting to get a lot of people are starting to buy houses. And they're making them really, really nice.
Yeah, they're fixing up their houses. That's what I like. What he was telling us too, like the front neighbor. This house was a dump. Literally was like some drug addict, and it was disgusting. He used the backyard as a trash can.
Yeah.
Like I've been cleaning the backyard, and it's disgusting. I find things there all the time, you know.
And also, like Zach, our front door neighbor, he's loaded with money.
Yeah, he built his own house.
He built his own house, and
do you remember the other day he literally burned down the shed?
Yeah,
because he was like, we're like, why'd you do that? Because there was a huge fire and the firefighters came, right? The fire people.
And yeah, he's friends with them too. So
he's friends with them, and he was like, it's nothing. Go back, okay. And then we're like, dude, what happened? Are you okay? Because there's a bunch of smoke coming from his backyard. He's like, just had a shed I didn't want anymore.
So
gonna get a new one. We're like, dang, this guy's crazy.
But his house is really nice. It's really nice house.
Yeah, and he built his own gun. He's invited us there a couple times. It was fun. We shoot guns and stuff.
Shoot his guns and stuff. Yeah. Also, and in Gainesville, it's a lot of Hispanics.
Yeah, it's the highest Hispanic.
Buford is we got the Mall of Georgia. It's a nice city. Kind of reminds me of Slow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But there's a lot
like a touristy city.
There's a lot of Asians in Buford.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of Asians in Buford, and they really
and they make good food.
And a lot of rich people in Buford. You go to Buford, you look at the houses in Buford, you're like, God damn, these are some nice houses, bro.
Yeah.
Also, the houses here in Georgia compared to the houses in California is totally different. The houses in California look like little apartments compared to the houses here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, like
whether it's land or
afford,
whether it's the house.
Like a house that's 300 that you could get for like 380,000, 400,000 ish.
$400,000, yeah.
Over there in California, here you could get it for like 150, 200.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah.
And over if you here get a $380 house here, that's gonna be like a $3 million. So anywhere between $1 million to $3 million house in California, depending what part of California.
Huge houses with basements with kitchens in them.
3 stories.
Freaking showers in the basement.
When you have like a couple acres of land.
You got a couple acres of land, and all that you get it for 200. You get it maybe 180.
Yeah, and it's just the way, like the supply and demand, Everybody wants to live in California. People want to stay there, but it's like, you have a nice way of living here. If you got like,
Yep. Also, the minimum wage here, technically the minimum wage is what? $7.25? $7.25. That, to me, is crazy.
That's like insulting.
That is very insulting.
I got paid before, like the little bit of time that I was working, I was paid $12.
Exactly, and it was not even that big of a job. But here, you could work at a McDonald's, you work at a Burger King or something like that. You're gonna get paid $9. That's a big thing. That's $9. You're paying $9 here in McDonald's.
That's like if you got like in California minimum's like 10. That's if you got like 13 to 14, $15, It's like, what, dude, that's hella good. Like if you got 14, $15, that's good.
But also, I've met people. I mean, I haven't met anybody that makes that type of money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody that I talk to that's been working here for a long time, they get paid pretty good. Kind of like what you get paid in California.
And what I've seen, like, as well, I think it's it might be because of the, the way that the population of the immigrants or something,
Yeah.
But people, like, they have really high incentives for people to stay to work. You know what I mean? they'll be like, hey, every 3 months we'll raise you like $1 or like 50 cents or something,
Mhm.
you know.
Sure. But like the last job I had, it was I got paid $16.75.
Yeah.
Which for me is pretty good. That's the highest I've ever been paid in any job.
Yeah, and
You know
then
what I mean?
here
Before that it was like
here that's
$15.
insane.
Right
That's
here, that's
insane
pretty
here.
insane, yeah. And so I mean, people I know my parents make a lot more money too. I mean, they're making money. It's just it's not they're not getting paid $7.25. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody I know, I don't know anybody that's getting paid $7.25.
I think there's the people here have like a lot of respect for the
Exactly.
workers.
Yeah. Also, everything's really close by.
Yeah.
Right. Like if I wanted to go to Nashville, it's gonna take me 3 hours.
Oh, you mean like that? Oh,
yeah, close by.
Yeah. Oh, but like if you want to go to grocery store, if you like within like the city, you know, it feels like it's far, you know.
Yeah, kinda. Even though it's 7 minutes.
Yeah, but it just feels like you have to go through such long roads, and
you feel it feels longer, but it's
like
really not.
here, there's like the little cities, and they're like, here's this one road that will connect you to that guy.
Yeah. So, but there's a lot of back roads and ways to get through one place. You know, trees fall in these little roads. Huge trees fall in the road.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was stuck actually. Remember it was like a couple months ago. A tree fell in front of us. Not like it didn't fall in front of me, and I was like, oh.
But there's a tree in front of us. They
But
couldn't let it pass.
And it had fallen, and I walked up, and there's like people working to cut it down. They literally got this big machine, and they're cutting it. It took 2 hours.
Yeah.
This huge tree just fell, and it fell.
Did you wait
on
there
the road.
for 2 hours?
Well, we didn't want to turn back.
Why?
Because we thought they were almost done. And then to be honest, my dad and I, we kind of didn't want to go home. I think my mom was mad. We were like, let's just chill in here. We had the car on. We were charging our phones.
Yeah,
and watching YouTube.
Watching them cut the thing.
Yeah, watching how they do it.
Nah, but yeah. I mean, there's so many roads though that you could take that gets you out of somewhere. But
yeah.
But yeah. So I mean, what I meant was like there's for instance, Nashville's really close for me.
Yes.
Right. And then Miami is pretty close too.
Yeah.
Right. Birmingham, Alabama is pretty close.
Yeah.
South Carolina.
Clemson University.
Yeah.
It's
Clemson,
like what, like within an hour? Like 30 minutes?
An hour away from here. Yeah.
Oh yeah. We want to go to a Clemson game so bad.
Yeah, we were trying to go. We were trying to go to a Clemson game, but
yeah.
Tickets here are expensive for college football. College football here is no joke, man. It's bigger than the NFL here.
Yeah, NFL like over here, if you're not like in Georgia, if you have a different school than the Georgia Bulldogs, like a shirt or something, you will be told, like everybody will be telling you, they're gonna let you know that they don't like you.
Yeah, I mean,
you
the
know?
only like Georgia Tech, for instance, they're only big in Atlanta, but every other place in Georgia,
they love the Bulldogs.
They're going for the Dogs. That's how it is. And
you
know when the Dogs won. You know when the Dogs lost. If you don't have to watch the game, you know when the Dogs are playing. You know everything about the Dogs.
They have. Remember, we went to Walmart. They have Georgia Monopoly.
They have the Dogs Monopoly. They got right here. College football is huge.
Way bigger than the NFL.
Football in general is huge, but college football is big time here.
Like, dude, honestly, it's easier to find the jersey of a Georgia player or like a Georgia team than it is to find a Falcons jersey.
Sure, yeah.
It's way easier.
Yeah.
To find that type of merchandise and stuff like that. It's crazy. They have their focus totally on college football.
And kids, for instance, high school football here, the kids are praised. They're like kings, which is awesome. I love it.
Yeah, they're like the town savior.
Exactly.
Like, they're the big guy.
And everybody who's getting signed from Georgia. You know where they're going.
Like Deshaun Watson.
He's
from Gainesville, Georgia.
Deshaun Watson's from Gainesville, Georgia. Yeah.
Yeah.
But everybody's getting all these kids from coming out of high school. You look at a National Signing Day on ESPN, which I do a lot. I don't know why. I follow a lot of high school kids and see where they're committing for like Brian. What's his name? There's a lot of guys. There's Jordan Birch and all these players that you see in high school football that are number one ranked. I like watching where they're going and stuff.
Yeah.
And
it is interesting.
And so National Signing Day I watch on ESPN sometimes, and you see all the kids. Oh, this guy from Powder Springs, Georgia went to Alabama, or this guy from Georgia went this way. There's so many kids that's coming out of Georgia and from the South going to big colleges. So it's pretty cool to see, because it's a big time thing here.
Yeah,
football
definitely part of the culture here. Part of the
everybody plays football here. That's how it is. Everybody plays, watches, or something. They love football here.
Yeah, even like the girls, they watch football. You know, like you talk to an old lady here,
Oh,
She's
she knows.
excited. She's
she
excited. She knows who the quarterback
she know
is.
exactly.
She knows everything.
Like here, Justin Fields is no one likes Justin Fields anymore because he transferred to Ohio State. So it's kind of like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So there's also there's the restaurants here in Georgia.
Yeah.
It's,
One thing I know, people told me there's no Jack in the Box.
There's no Jack in the Box anywhere near the South. You won't see it.
Not at all.
For instance, people from Santa Maria just got a Cracker Barrel, right? But here, Cracker Barrel's in every corner. And before I left Santa Maria,
Cracker Barrel's like a McDonald's.
Before I left Cracker Barrel, Cracker Barrel. Before I left Santa Maria, I've never seen a Cracker Barrel in my life.
I didn't know it was.
Until coming here.
Yeah.
Also, Waffle House.
Yeah.
That's the big thing.
You don't see no IHOPs here.
You see Waffle Houses, and you're driving to the south from Mississippi. Once you hit Mississippi, you look out on the road and you see this big old sign out on the freeway that says Waffle House, and you're like, huh? Well, you don't really notice it, but you keep driving again, 5 more minutes. Waffle House. What the heck? There it is again.
You go in there, and
you keep driving, and you keep driving. Every 5 minutes, you're gonna see a Waffle House.
Yeah.
And so we were interested. We're like, I wonder what Waffle House is. We gotta go. We went very big disappointment. Waffle House is nasty.
The lady there will always have like at least missing one tooth.
Every lady's gonna be missing one tooth.
She's gonna be very old and have a raspy voice and call you honey.
And she's gonna be smoking on her break. Very, very nice. Always gonna be very nice.
They're the nicest people ever.
You won't meet anybody nicer than the lady from Waffle House.
Oh my God! Remember when we went over there with the guys? She was so nice. She kept telling me, "Honey, I'm sorry. They're cooking your meal right now. It's gonna take like 2 more minutes. Please don't hate me."
Waffle House.
I love you, honey.
It's all right, but it's not the best. But they're everywhere, and they're open 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, what I've seen a lot here is bearded women. I see so many women with beards. Women with beards, I see it all the time.
Like a straight up beard, or
me
like
and Mood have
some
seen
peach
it.
fuzz.
No. Me and Mood have seen it. These chicks have full on beards,
like circus people type of beards.
Yeah, like they're lining up their beards and stuff, like chicks, white chicks, lining up their beards, friggin', and they're not trying to look like a dude or nothing.
What?
They're just like, and dude, they work at Walmart. This is the Goodwill. Like literally, these are people like. I'm just stunned. I've never seen it. Disgusting.
What's in the water?
If you have a beard, I'm sorry, women's, but that's not my thing. I don't mess with that.
Yeah, if it's like something that happens, like, hey, we all have to take care of ourselves,
sure.
Right?
But I think with them,
shave that thing.
It's just like, it's so much hair, dude. I wish I could grow a beard like that.
Maybe that's testosterone in the tap water.
I don't know, but I've been drinking a lot of water here just to get my beard growing, and as you can see, my beard's it's
you know
coming.
what you need?
I need
peaches.
That could be a thing too. Also, peaches here is huge too, huh? Peaches?
It's like strawberries.
Yeah, it's like strawberries from Santa Maria. Strawberries from Santa Maria are the best thing. Peaches from Georgia are the best thing too. Also, here people are really into
boiled peanuts.
Boiled peanuts. What?
Dude, that's gross.
Boiled peanuts. People get peanuts and boil them, and they eat them.
I remember the first encounter I had with boiled peanuts.
Never had an encounter because I heard they taste nasty. They taste like
no,
like burnt beans. That's what I heard.
No. But remember when we first came to Georgia and we were like, oh, we're in Flower Branch finally, and then we stopped at a gas station. I was like, go look at see if you want something to eat, and I was like, okay, and I was like, ooh, they got like a pot here of stuff. Maybe they have some rice or something, like or orange chicken. I don't know.
Boiled peanuts.
And I look at boiled peanuts. I'm like, dude, what the heck is that?
In a crock pot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how they are everywhere. Every gas station has a crock pot full of boiled peanuts.
A crock pot full of boiled peanuts. Yeah, and then I was there, and my mom was saying, get the boiled peanuts, and I was like, Mom, I don't want boiled peanuts. I want some Cheetos or something. And then she was telling me, you better get the boiled peanuts. You have to. And I literally almost cried. Because I was like, dude, first of all, at that point still, I had not tried peanuts in hard form. I still only had them in butter form. Uh-huh. And I was very scared.
Yeah, that's the thing here. And there's a lot of like, Southern food here it's really good. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Southern food that's here, it's really nice. I like it. It's really good.
It's really good. They love biscuits here.
Oh, biscuits is like a thing, dude.
So like I think like anywhere else, hold on. Okay.
Biscuits and iced tea.
That's like coffee and donuts for like anywhere else.
Dude, biscuits, iced tea, boiled peanuts, crawfish. What else is there that people out here just love? I think that's it, right? But biscuits, bro, I'm telling you, there's shops, everybody, early in the morning. If someone doesn't get a biscuit, they're pissed off. Like, chicken, that's another thing. Chicken here, fried chicken.
Dude. Oh my God,
Oh
this is
my
not a
God.
joke. This is literally not a joke. This is not a joke.
Yeah.
In Gainesville, it is illegal. It's literally written in the law. It is illegal to eat fried chicken
That's not real.
with a fork. It's literally in the law.
I'm
It's
gonna
like a
Google
joke.
it. I'm gonna Google it.
Google it. Google it.
I'm gonna
Flowery
Google
Branch or somewhere. It's illegal to eat fried chicken
Keep
with a
talking
fork.
about the biscuits and how.
Oh,
that's
okay,
all-
well, people like here like biscuits, and it's so I hate biscuits are good like if you're eating like with something like I don't know, like if you're eating with fried chicken or something like that, or if you're eating it, I don't know, with gravy or something like that, like you're having something like moisture, right? Because biscuits are dry. That thing's a thing for it's just a thing compacted of crumbs, right?
I love biscuits, and biscuits here are.
I just like me. It's because I think like I don't know me. I'm kind of like not a big fan of biscuits. I prefer like normal bread over that. Like the biscuit sandwich at McDonald's. I don't like it. I like better the muffin or whatever. But here, everybody has to eat a biscuit in the morning. It's like if somebody doesn't have their coffee. And they don't drink coffee and a biscuit. They'll have iced tea and a biscuit. People love iced tea. They love biscuits here. It's so weird. It's hella trippy. Did you find it?
I found something says that visitor arrested for eating chicken with fork in Gainesville. So it's it's a 90-year-old woman. Here, read it.
Let me see.
Read it down there.
Guinea Dietrich fought the law Monday, but this time she won. The Louisiana resident was celebrating her 91st birthday, happy birthday, by enjoying a lunch of Longstreet Cafe's finest fried chicken. Monday, when Gainesville Police Chief Frank Hooper told Dietrich to put down her fork and listen up, she was under arrest. Ooh. He informed Dietrich that it's against city ordinance to eat fried chicken, and it's in quotes, a culinary delicacy sacred to this municipality, this county, this state, the Southland, and this republic, end quote, with anything other than your fingers. The 1961 ordinance was put on city books as a sort of public relations stunt to promote Gainesville as the poultry capital of the world. So it's like a law that's not really a law because it's something that they wanted to do to promote chicken. Because here they have like a bunch of polleras, a bunch of places where they kill chickens. Like every day when I go to church or if I go out, I'm going to see at least, the very least, one, probably 2 or 3 trucks with about a few thousand chickens.
Yep. Yeah.
So as I said, it's illegal, but it's kind of like a joke,
Yeah, but chicken here, biscuits, and their iced tea
is sacred.
Oh, and their beer. Man, people love their beer here. It's a normal thing. When you wake up in the morning, you gotta drink yourself a little bit of beer. When you're at work, find out a way to drink some beer.
Every time our neighbor has come over, he's drinking a beer, he finishes it, crushes it, throws it at his feet, and then behind him in the cooler pulls out another one.
He has another beer. Beer here is just a normal thing. People just be drinking beer like it's water.
Like it's iced tea.
Like it's iced tea. Iced tea, beer, biscuits, all nice and fun. You feel like you're in America here. There's a lot of freedom. And also, freedom is a thing too. The freedom here,
yeah.
You feel free. You feel like an American once you get here.
Oh, yeah.
I got made fun of for being Californian. Everything's like, hey, I got you a smoothie, but the straw's plastic. Is that cool with you, or are you offended that the straw is plastic? You know what I mean? Things like that. And they're like, you're like, what the heck? Or for instance, guns here. People have anywhere you go. Someone has a gun.
Yeah, I think that's another thing too. That's like,
and I love it.
Yeah. Because in other places, and this kind of like a sensitive topic, it could be somewhere.
Not for me.
Somewhat, not exactly. No, but to some other people,
Yeah.
But people are very strong on their, the Second Amendment, right?
Sure.
I think it's, I'm very uneducated in the Constitution or whatever, but, it's like they feel very strongly about their right to bear arms, and because it's like a thing of defense, and I've come to learn, that it is important, and it is something I've always thought, it's in the law. It's good. It's just something that people like. Obviously, they say it's not the guy with the gun that kills somebody. It's not the gun that kills somebody. It's the guy with the gun.
Exactly.
So it's just about having responsibility.
Trust me. Here, ain't nobody gonna shoot up a Walmart here.
Yeah.
No one's gonna shoot up a Walmart here in in Georgia. You won't see it
Yeah, and
because they're
everywhere,
scared. Because you best
everywhere I
believe there's
go,
at least 10 people near you that have
yeah,
guns.
every 100 people that you pass by,
Yeah.
at least 10 of them will have a gun on them.
Sure.
You know,
And I mean, in their cars, there's guns.
And
I worked at discount
probably
tire.
50% of people here. I'll say 50% of people have a gun in their car.
Yeah.
10%, 10% have conceal and carry.
Yeah.
Right, and then that's just normal. It's like you better
And
have
90% of the people have a gun in general.
In general, at
Yeah.
least at home.
At least at home. Dicos has a gun. Dicos is 15 years old and he has a gun. He has a 22.
Mm-hmm.
That he bought from my neighbor. There's no paperwork needed. There's nothing needed for that. You could buy a gun off the street. Obviously, you don't want to buy it off somebody that you kind of sketch or something.
Yeah.
Someone you're cool with.
The gun that we have is kind of just like, it's like we shoot bottles with it.
We shoot bottles with it, or if we see a little raccoon or something, we're going to kill it with the 22.
Yeah, because they'll eat the chickens.
Yeah, they'll eat the chickens. It's just for protection also. Kind of loud, not that loud, but it's just a toy gun. I want to get a gun. I mean, I could have a gun if it's in my car, if it's in my house.
Yeah.
Can't have it around Walmart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, guns, freedom here, America in general here is
beautiful country.
Beautiful country. Everybody goes to America. Everybody likes their wings hot and their beer cold, right?
I do like wings.
Yeah, sure.
Lemon pepper.
Also, white people here.
What about them?
It's different from the white people out in.
Well, yeah, we kind of discussed that already. You know, there's like as our neighbor described himself.
Yeah.
The rednecks.
Yeah.
You know, that's a thing. You know.
Yeah, that's a thing. You don't see a lot of bougie white people though.
Yeah, like it's not like California. Not like California at all.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not to be offensive to anybody, you know, but it's just like, it's like, you know, the totally different ways of living.
Yeah.
Totally different way, you know, people are raised and stuff like that.
Also, there's a lot of racist white people here.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of...
That's the thing. Right by, maybe a block away from my house, there's a Confederate flag hanging, right?
Yeah.
Anywhere you go, there's Confederate flags. There's people. I'm not saying they're racist.
Yeah, but there's people that, you know, like we were in discussion of this. There's people that they have the flag or whatever, and it's kind of representative of Southern pride.
Yeah,
right.
I don't get offended, and I don't think they're racist.
Yeah, I don't automatically say, oh, that flag offends me.
Or I don't say, why would it offend me? First
even
of all?
the Nazi flag, you know, like to get like that. Why would that offend me?
First of all, it shouldn't offend us us in general. Us. I mean, we're not. I mean, it should offend other people. Maybe it could offend them.
Yeah.
But us, it doesn't. We don't get offended.
I'm not offended.
I'm not gonna say. You know what? That guy has a Confederate flag. He's racist. I'm not gonna say that either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because why are you gonna judge somebody?
They're not. If you ask them, they're the nice people. You're not gonna be like, oh, they got a Confederate flag. You know what? They're the nicest people. They're best friends with the Mexicans. They're the best friends with blacks. Yeah. And they have Confederate flags.
Remember in Mississippi, a guy with the Confederate hat on. He had a Confederate flag on his hat.
And he was black.
No. He was there was this other guy that he came to see Buddy. Remember with his fiance?
Uh-huh.
And he was cool. He was talking to us. He was tall, and then he was talking to Footer, and you know how like Footer has his accent, very thick accent.
And
he speaks English.
Yeah.
You know, and he was like, "Oh yeah, that's a nice bird you got there."
Oh yeah. No, but I've seen guys with black guys with Confederate flags.
Yeah, because it's like a Southern thing.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I think that kind of goes to the other thing we were saying about bad words. It's kind of like, you know, it's in context, because the Nazi symbol as well was a sign of peace.
Sure. Yeah.
You know.
I mean, if you see a guy with the Nazi sign,
I'm sorry, you're probably a racist. 99%.
99% you're racist. I'm sorry.
99.9.
You have a Confederate flag, I don't care. But you got a Nazi sign somewhere in your body or somewhere out there waving, you're racist.
Yeah, it's like, you know, like that's like a hand sanitizer that kills 99.9% of germs.
But you won't see.
You got a Nazi flag. You have 99.9% of racist.
I've seen KKK people here too. I've seen them.
Yeah,
I've seen them. It's real. Stuff like that's real.
Mm-hmm.
Not as much, but yeah, it's real.
Yeah. So yeah.
So
I guess that's
we're already at an hour. I think we've been talking for a long ass time.
Yeah, I think we had another story that we want to say, but I think we'll save it for another time.
Say it, dude. Let me say this. There's no timeline in these podcasts. They're gonna be 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. Nah, not 2 hours. Ain't nobody gonna listen to.
If it's something special going on, right? And we're like, oh, like our 100th episode, maybe.
No.
Okay.
Not gonna be 2 hours. I'm sorry. Even if it's 100.
We'll try to wrap it up and everything in a couple minutes.
Even though I know you guys don't want it to end.
So we were just talking about, because we were doing something for church. We were doing some work over there, and as we were doing this thing, I got this memory, and this is a memory I thought I had, right? in the Casa Pastoral, the house of the pastor in this old church that we were at.
Yeah.
Right? In the garage there's a bathroom. And I remember one day we were cleaning it. And this is how my memory was. Right?
Yeah.
Went in there and there's something dead in there. And we're like, what the heck? What is
No,
it?
this is what he tells me. He goes, oh yeah, I remember when we were cleaning the Casa Pastoral,
There was
me, Dodos, and
James.
we opened the restroom in the garage.
I didn't open it. James opened it.
Somebody opened James opened the restroom in the garage, and there's a dead dog in there. And I'm like, dude.
And I tell him, and he, yeah.
Hold on, let me tell you. I'm like, dude, what do you mean there's a dead dog? What do you mean? There's a dead dog? Like what? They put the dead dog there on purpose?
They forgot the dog was there. That was my reasoning.
He's like, dude, no. So apparently they forgot that the dog was there. I was like, what?
And it starved to death.
I was like, dude, that makes no sense. Who forgets a dog in the restroom? Who doesn't notice that there's a dog in the restroom? And how does the dog just, I'm not going to bark, I'm not going to scratch, I'm just going to stay here and die? It just doesn't make sense to me. So
and I told him, I am 95% sure there was a dead dog in there.
So maybe you're thinking of the cat, because there was a dead cat under where the choir is. There was a dead cat.
Oh, yeah, one time we were redoing the whole altar.
Choir. Yeah.
And then under the choir, there was a dead cat that's probably been there for at least 5 years.
No, way longer.
It was bone. Even the bone decomposed. It was flat. It looked like a piece of paper.
And it was a dead cat down there. And I was thinking, maybe you're thinking of that. You're probably thinking about the dead cat.
And after he says that, I think I was like, I'm 90% sure.
Yeah.
I went from 95 to 90.
That doesn't make sense. So I called Josh because I didn't have Dodo's number. Dodos, I need your number. I don't have it. I don't know why. You don't text me. You don't do nothing.
But you called Josh.
I called Josh. Because I could have hit you up on Snapchat, but I'm like, I'm going to call Josh. Josh is probably not doing nothing, which I was correct. And Dodo's probably doing nothing, which I also was correct. And they were together, doing nothing.
Dude,
I was correct. Exactly. So I called Josh. I said, Josh, what are you doing? He answered, not even a ring. I called him, not even one ring. It was just like, I'm like, did it ring? And I hear, hello. I'm like, Josh, he goes, what? I was like, what are you doing? He goes, nothing, just my house chilling. I was like, where's Dodos? He's in the living room. I was like, oh, okay, because I need to ask him a question. He goes, what is it? I was like, okay, so and I explained him to the story. I said, and he's like, no, that's not right. He goes, that's not right. It was probably a mouse. I was like, I don't know. Could you ask Dodos?
And when he said that, as he's walking to talk to Dodos, I'm like, I'm still 80% sure.
He's 80%. And me and Josh are like, dude, that doesn't make sense. Like, how do you just forget a dog there? This guy's an idiot. And we're like, dude, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
And Dodo said the exact same thing.
And Dodo's like, a dog? That was stupid.
I think it was a rat.
It was probably a rat or something. And he's like, oh, maybe he's thinking about the cat. Like, no, he's not. He's saying that there's a freaking thing there. It was a freaking dog. I was like, dude, there's not a dog there.
And I was like, I'm 75% sure.
So now he's what? What do you think? There's a dog or no?
I am 50-50.
I don't think there was a dog. That makes no sense to me.
Now that I think about it, it doesn't make sense.
You would have smelled something because people go in the garage. Like, it's such a thing. I don't know. You're so stupid. Anyways, he's dumb. And hopefully you guys like this podcast.
It's a little longer.
It's a little bit longer. You let us know. Yeah, it was kind of long, you know. I kind of want to 30, 45 minutes. I want to do 30 minutes. That's all I need.
Hey, I want to know again.
Say, I don't care about what's going on with you or anything. Let us know. You guys want to know just about us, what we did today? What did we do today? We just messed with the freaking pigs. We went out there. We
had to do some shopping for some stuff.
Some shopping for some stuff. We went to church. We what else did we do?
Watch some football.
I didn't watch football. I watched a little bit.
Xbox.
I was playing Madden. Anybody want to play me on Madden? Let me know.
And then we came and recorded the podcast.
Okay, yeah. But
to entertain the people.
This football game. I was watching this football game. Not interesting. What was the last time you seen a Matt Stafford game? No one watches the Lions. They're boring. I ain't gonna watch them.
They're beating the Packers too.
I know that. I called it. I told Ticos before the game they're gonna win by a touchdown. What's this? It's probably not even over.
Last time I checked, it was 14-0.
Let me see. How's the Packer game going?
The Packers are losing to the Lions 22-20 with
I told
9 minutes to go in the fourth
I told
quarter.
Ticos. I said, Ticos, they're gonna lose by 3 points or a touchdown. I said 3 points or a touchdown. That's how they're gonna lose. The Lions are gonna win it. But no one watches Matt. I think Matt Stafford's underrated somewhat.
Yeah.
But anyways, you guys don't care about that. That's a story for another podcast. Yes. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen,
this has been
the Lama podcast. Yeah. We didn't.
We didn't plan that. It
we
just
didn't-
kind of happened.
The start we didn't plan, and it kind of synced, and then we looked at each other. The pause. We're like the
Lama
Lama podcast. So we just added it. So yeah.
Once
Shout
again,
out-
oh yeah, go ahead.
shout out to my tia Asper for giving us these awesome topics. Hit us up with more, tia. We love them. We
Yeah.
like them. Shout out to my girls, my cousins, mamas, Andrea, the twins, Hannah, Paris. I love you guys. Miss you guys. Shout out to my little brother David.
Shout out to everybody listening to the podcast,
Yup.
sharing,
Shout out to
and
my
posting.
tias. Shout out to Oscar. You better be listening to this, Oscar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oscar, please.
Anyways,
Once again, if you
Shout out
want to
to the
send in,
llamas.
you
Shout
want
out
to
to the
send in,
llamas.
you want to send in topics, please email us
Yes.
at the Llama Podcast or send us a DM on our Instagrams, Jered A. Garcia __ JHOVAN Jovan _
damn right, Jovan, baby.
And I'm trying to get it. I hope by Tuesday, by the time you guys hear this, October 15th, that we will have our Instagram. And
yeah, we might have an Instagram.
I
right?
think we'll probably have our Instagram. If so, I'll put it in the description what our @ is, our handle.
Also, remember, there's gonna be a interview with Esteban.
Yeah, tune in for episode number 3 where we have an interview with Esteban Vargas. We talk about our memories that we had with each other.
Yeah.
What the origin of the name Lama.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of other different
Yeah.
and a kind of a weird topic that my
Tia
tia said.
Marjorie, she's probably laughing right now thinking about
She knows
this,
what the topic is.
and
My
she
Johnny
can't
knows-
wait to hear it.
Yeah. So once again, if you guys like this podcast, rate it, share it, do everything. We're coming to iTunes soon, on Spotify and Anchor. If you also on Anchor want to send us a voice message, we'll try to include one of them in the show next time. Please send them in. Thank you guys. This has been the Llama Podcast, and have a good day.
Shout out to Omar once again. Sorry, Omar. Shout out to you.
Goodbye.